And I wanna point out that Mr. Andy drew both Sesamis and a Vendor in round 1, so he's chilling.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be so much carryover. Lovely suit raiders to start with. Maybe the slight problem
Should have been
is
on the range row, but it doesn't matter.
we'll need to get the spenders to actually stick here. But I mean, it's quite hard to deal with the Oxenfurt Guard in this round 1.
I mean, it's not Night Pockets, so if you Sasami, you just have a profit by 1, so you can actually take it. Like, off the box says less coins than Night Pockets, which is usually a bad thing, but sometimes can be a good thing.
Yeah. Especially as we get used to not playing the Captain Yagra jackpot list anymore.
I mean,
you have
it's
to
also
actually worry
interesting to
about
just take the
overprofit.
Purify. Like, if you think you win the long round anyway, you can just take the Purify here for insane value.
Yeah, what else?
Not mine, I swear.
What else
No idea
is going to
how it
get
got
purified in this matchup? Nothing, right? It's only hitting this bleeding.
Just Defender for some points. Or
Yeah.
like, yeah, just 6 point cards.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect the defenders to be sticking for very long.
So we might even see a Sasami here, just to get the Redani nut, otherwise, or a Dwarf. Actually, an Exorfort, interesting.
Might just be spent on the
I would-
Oxenfurt God to then have the max coins after an Open Sesame next.
Yes, but Sasami boosts by 5, and yeah, now you can't get the Redani nuts.
Yeah. I mean, okay, if you get it from Shady Vendor, it will do the trick.
Ah, yes, to go.
Reasons for the feeble of heart.
And actually the nice Bloodthirst, which can be valuable.
Yeah.
Come on, show us what you got.
Eagle into Warlord 1. Quite unfortunate draws for an over here, both Warlords missing and Beagle being tied up with that Warlord. There's actually just a Sesame from hand here, not worrying about
And the
getting
says I
brought
don't
out.
care about Redani thinning.
On thy
Yeah.
courageous mother.
I mean, yeah, without the stunning blow, this Oxenfurt God is extremely safe in this round 1.
It just passes. Because it doesn't want to go tall on the lucky, then it gets Champion's Judge and he will, yeah.
They still require the Bloodthirst to be set up first, but...
Now we have a Flying Redani chilling in the deck.
Knowing
King of Beggars too.
Andy breaks King of Beggars in all 3 games with its off the books list.
And I
in the
assume he
first series
still
yesterday.
won some of them because this deck is that broken.
I mean, I think lost the first 2 and then won the last one.
I mean, if you break King of Beggars, you can't get it for Asher and Tia, right? So it's a 5-8 play. Oh my god.
Okay, round 2 tier.
This is actually really good. He's saying, do you have the junior? If you don't, enjoy.
And the
We
answer
probably,
is...
like, yeah, we are not line pockets, so if we dwarf here, we have to, like, use 3 lead, or even full lead like, doesn't kill, right?
it'll be 13 damage. That wouldn't be enough now. I don't think it's even a 50-50 at that point. Might be though enough with the extra coin on.
I mean, Vendor just gives 1 coin, it's not LP there.
I think
LP
you
would
get
then
1 on the
give it to
vendor, you get 1 on the plunder. I think then if you want a full leader.
No, you don't get 1 on the plunder, you are not LP.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Okay, it's just there's just 1. I think maybe it's a 50-50.
I mean, what I wanted to check the graveyard, but I think it's pretty stacked. So
Yeah.
this tier will be a really big problem.
Yeah, you have 2 invaders at 7, 2 Rockfall warriors, and then an Uncrate warrior. This war clan is very scary.
Ouch.
Junior is
Your skull will make a fine
very sad.
I mean, thank God it doesn't have Fukusia.
That would have. And yeah, at least only 1 war clans in hand.
I mean, Yeah, you actually cannot get more tier value, so it's fine.
Earlier Karon's shipping forced
Oh.
out.
Yes,
Displacing
but
this tier.
I preferred holding it for the Redanian, right?
Yeah,
He
there's
technically can't answer it ever in one turn.
yeah.
So Redanian would have came out, you need to use less coins now. Like, you can't even tribute the mage without leading enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
this seems like
floating would have been a lot better.
yeah, this seems like a bit of a mistake. Yeah.
And yeah. I guess it's...
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's
I mean, it's
fine
not
if the
that
next card would have been like a horse and a bank, but maybe you could have
Yeah,
gotten a
but it's also
candle or
maybe...
Novigrad set up.
No, bank was good, because yeah, you got
Yeah.
Overgod or Candle.
At least it wasn't King of Vegas.
Yes. I mean, even if it's just King of Vegas, it's like, it's not like you gain lots of value from it, right? Only has 3 charges.
I mean, true, it's
Ah,
still
there is-
nice, and then having an additional spender can be against the Warriors, I'd say as
I mean, Andy has 5 spenders and
well. Okay, yes. Okay, yes, there's
and
more.
no Novigard and no Junior.
Okay, maybe there's too many spenders and not enough coins in this hand.
Yes.
No?
And like,
Oh, how wonderful.
No?
Speak our tongue.
On the other side, though, there's no Care Trolled here for Nova, no Fukusha either. Those can't be tutored. The serve has to come through this Beagle. Not the best here for Warriors either. And with that tier in the graveyard, well, we'll see if Renova is going to be in.
I mean, probably experiments or the Huckster. I assume experiments, but experiment plays in the God thing, so probably a Huckster.
Yeah, I think Huckster's just safer. There's not really even a poison fall off regardless. Maybe on a threaten, but it's yeah, I don't think. I'll spend on the. Not really.
The awkward thing is,
It's okay.
the next card is kind of forced on Jack, otherwise... Well, actually we can leader and take the mage, or Endor. I'm wondering, is it ever worth the eavesdrop? Like, the thing is, if you eavesdrop and get Novigats, it's not that good. Like, the only good card we are looking for is Bank.
Yeah. That's basically yeah, just +4 and something. It's a 1 in 7 you're gonna hit bank. That's I don't think. Quick open sesame check. We have 1 at 3 charges and 1 at 4 charges. And of course the Flying Redanian chilling in the graveyard right now as well. And he does need to actually sequence to 9 coins at some point. Get that Horde trigger, and that has to happen in the next few turns here. Might have to occur after the Shady Vendor perhaps. Or maybe you play Jacques and then use it.
The weird thing about this is, if you can always get the Redanian, but if you get the Redanian, you might not trigger the Sesames.
Hmm.
And like, we are wasting valuable leaders here.
Come closer. Come on now, try.
Because leader is like +2 points. It was also Oxford card, right?
Yeah.
And we are puffing beggars. Interesting. I d- But I'm not feeling this mage though, with cutting.
That's only the beginning.
Gutting is at 9 damage here. It's Beagle into
With
Serve.
Beagle. Yes.
Could kill the Fukusha for
Because
the
it's
BM.
funny, but you just give your opponent information.
Yeah, you don't want to give the info to the opponent that you don't have the threat of Fabulon.
1, 2.
There goes the Bloodthirst. And yeah, Champ's Charge also hasn't been played at this point. That would be denying the
I
Champ's
mean, you
Charge.
just full spend here, right? You get the other Sesame.
Yeah, there's no reason to not. And
He's gonna buff. What? I mean, it's also for his prime guarding targets. No? Okay, I guess I'm mistaken.
I mean, I guess the question is, would the Oxenfurt Guard be getting 4 additional points? Maybe it breaks even. Maybe Renova isn't expecting it to get these 6, where it would actually be more effective to Guiding Slash that. Although I mean, it would be still, you'd be getting the Bran.
Oh, we get to Redanian.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
I mean, just an invader probably. But he can. Nah.
Care about.
Offer was interesting to read the Brock War, but no.
Yeah, I mean, inside the Brockvar or Invader, both are just playing 8 points. You don't really care about setting Bloodthirst up at this point. Maybe you want to threaten as if you have the champ's charge, but I don't think it matters.
I mean, you can always bluff the champion's charge, maybe. So Brockvar is better.
Yeah, I'd say so. Okay, doesn't even bluff it, just kills the siren.
So technically it was same to kill King of Burgers and the Oxenford, right? Oh,
yeah.
is it? Your
Actually,
Burgers is on 3?
yeah, Oxenford only gets 1 spend here. But yeah, I think Andy could have sequenced it a little differently, but then it would have gotten the value kind of immediately. I don't think it would have been worth going with Oxenford guard instead. Not that it matters too much here.
I'm not sure what he was looking for with the Ranger Ranger.
Yeah. I mean, did they get the open sesame to get the bird out? Would something from
he was just trying to get the boat.
Would,
yes.
I mean, that was what, 5 profit? That 1 more coin spent? You could have still gotten 4 profit with something on the front row? Maybe not.
9 of credit.
Yeah.
Swindle. Confession extraction is probably not enough. It stays at 8.
Yeah, I don't think.
Green is...
That could have been a whole lot different though if, you know, the players actually drew their golds a bit more. There was a lot missing for both players.
The biggest thing is Warriors got to go.
Yes.
It shouldn't have went to go.
Skellige
So Renova is like dancing right now. Like this was the hardest thing.
Renova able to pick win with the breeze. That means that now going on to the blue coin, since Renova did start on the red, it will be either the Symbiosis or the Renfree. Both decks actually like the red coin.
Lullaby of the Wolf
sorry,
for some
blue coin.
reason. Did it come from your stream or?
Oh,
Like
it's from my Discord, I think. I'm
Ah.
still streaming my Discord. I'll stop that. Wait, how was that? That was the other window. I don't know. I
just heard Lullaby of the Wolf.
I do have Witcher 3 music playing in the background. Yeah, so the blue coin run over here, either the Renfree or the Symbiosis, we will see in just a second.
Okay, Warriors round 2. And we have the matchup of the week, Gift vs Warriors.
Yep.
Everyone get yours next, this will be interesting.
Oh, this is quite a gift, quite a treat. And this...
This game is in us, we can mulligan Lavender easily. Now what's weird is, we don't have access to Arcman. But Andy doesn't know that.
It's in hand.
Ice. Yeah, my bad.
Early Hamadryad, safe at 6 power. This isn't a
Oh,
troll coming down. Okay.
I actually don't hate this play. We're staying in round 3, what does even do? And I'm not gonna contest the round, but there's a everything round 2.
Yeah.
Like this is a really good play, not many players does. Like same goes with Novigrad too.
Yeah.
Like artifacts that doesn't have great deploy. If you are sure your opponent has to believe you, you can just slam them in round 1.
Yeah.
On red coin.
And yeah, like here now, this also is a way to answer this Austrian if Andy wants to actually contest this round 1. I'm not convinced that would be the line you'd want to take, but it does leave that as a potential opening.
Yes, and it like also puts their warrior in the graveyard too.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the Royal Clan setup, and it's not the worst pull from the Royal Clans, particularly onto a sort of low value board.
And it actually worked. Renoa got scared and she committed to Aqua. Because like there's no toll punish in this system, so you can just go carries on the Dryad too.
Yeah, looks like yeah, Andy not going to be hard committing this round. If Andy actually wanted to win, you would need to commit that KF roll to answer the Austrian, but
Ah, if only at Drag Bandu, because I don't see any rebukes.
oh yes, this would have been the time. Although now with this vitality ticking, it would have soonly been dealt with the Pond Keeper potentially. I mean, this Pond Keeper kind of played too early regardless. But yeah, really poor draws apart from this KH roll for Andy.
Interesting line to play the Warbion. Just to like thin a little bit. We don't have Fukusia, never mind. I was gonna say set up the Fukusia, but yeah, we don't have it.
Instead, let's set the graveyard up a little more, maybe for that Herald.
And another good thing about Comfy Troll Day is you have his English, right? So you can play deeper in the round 1. Now, do we see Tempest or the Naiad here?
This is the best time to play the Tempest. It
Now,
can be a bit
Tempest-
sketchy keeping it for the round 2 with all the bricks you have.
Yes, keeping it around 2 is insanely greedy, but it is so many passes.
Ooh,
Now,
hey.
he is saying you don't have the sirens. I will not overswarm that much. Interesting.
For Nova, just, yeah, takes
I
the
mean-
pass here. Will Andy, what's the commit here to cap?
Savagery into Pondmaker with Raider, tank flash to 6 to deny the vitality, and the other card is gonna be off cut. Because like he doesn't have, I don't know, a Grace Award and a Great Warrior. He's getting even 6, it's not, right?
Wedding's a
So what do
5.
people play?
It need to be what, a Vabion
Yeah.
into a not War of Clans. Not Primal Savagery.
Savagery is not active. This is like really overcut.
But there's literally no unit in graveyard. You can't do this in one.
You actually have to go card down, and it's like better than playing Ice, right? Ice is better than a
Yeah.
card for sure.
Yeah. Oh no.
Ah. The sad thing is one invader would have been enough. A Great Warrior would have been enough too. Because we always could have taken Warbion into Savagery. Even Drak Bandu would have been enough. Rockbar Warrior would have been enough. This is like really tilting for Ante. So he's gonna get the Brankier over. Not the worst.
Wait, what would be worse here? I don't know if it is not the worst. Now
I
you're going
think
into long
Andy-
round.
Okay. Brand. I swear, like, as a warrior player, your only job is looking out for that Brankier over, and no one does that.
Yeah.
Right? Gutting was 5, we could have gutting the 4.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's undeniably. You could have just had one more point on the brand, and there was no reason not to take it. You get ahead either way. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason for Warriors to take a bleed here. You can Drake start around 3 technically, but
I mean, like,
that's
you know your opponent has double frogs, hasn't played the Tempest. So if you bleed, they just drop Tempest and frogs, and
yeah,
they were
they
gonna
get out
bleed round
easy.
3 anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
And like,
the question is, I guess you play Drake to begin in the round 3. You still keep.
it's actually not bad because first, he might actually keep a rebuke. Second, he wants to play the rebuke after he overswarms, right?
Yeah,
Just for like 7 points.
yeah.
So if you are forcing the rebuke early, if they have one, it's insanely valuable.
Okay.
Examples here. I guess like for gold points we play the frogs as well. No, we are keeping the frogs? Interesting.
I mean, you can always fill a Vandal for a non-frog special as well.
Ah, yes. That's insanely smart. Flamanda is not locked on frogs.
Yeah, Philvandra can go to other places than just a swamp.
They actually mulligan a Grey Sword. Interesting, and I assume we mulligan the Freya? Yes.
I think maybe he's just thinking this is a matchup where it's just too hard to get the carryover. Oh, sorry, not carryover. The 3 Bloodthirst established.
Blow out the flame.
So we just open direct bundle, I feel like. Open some Warlords. The thing is, since we open Warlord, right? This means we have to answer everything we place. But I guess he doesn't have last state, despite being advanced, so direct bundle doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, not as much. I mean, it
Okay,
can at least...
time for the Marauder.
Look, you can at least still, you know, strengthen either the thing the tier brings back, strengthen whatever the war plans bring back.
Time for the Marauder, RNG.
Marauder
Aww,
doesn't take the risk.
that's a low testosterone play.
I mean,
I
I think I would have
taken the monkey line. Yeah,
like the odds are in your
Eagleman would take the
favor,
monkey
right?
line. Like it's the human thing to do, to take the frog war, but Eagleman would have played like a monkey. That's what I mean. Because if you actually kill the Naiad, then you apply a stats effect, mental damage, for the rest of series.
That's one graveyard going into graveyard with the Drake. I guess that's the other reason it sets up a bigger tier. Granted, I don't think that matters too much because of that Escalon immediately gets killed off, and there's the Feather Vandal playing for that rebuke. Currently, just 7 units on the board here for Nova.
Harald form, but Warlord doesn't do much, right? I said here. I would have liked to see Harald first, right? Because 1 point is 1 point. Ah, he can't answer the tier, so Harald triggers tier.
Yes.
Never mind. That's
Oh, no, there is more in. You can call for.
Ah, yes, then.
Would expect that to be.
Because Beagle not only plays Harald, but also gives the symbiosis. Right?
To call the forest?
No, if we take in the Beagle instead of tier,
Yeah.
sure we are like low-key bluffing, we have only War of Clans left.
Hmm.
But yeah, we still are, I have to say. We deny symbiosis. And we get
yes.
instant value. Oh my god! What? Okay.
Wait. Is
Okay.
What are you saying that you want to prefer Call for Fledgling? Are you saving the lock for something else?
I mean, technically, wasn't like saving this for Grace for literally more points?
Yeah. Now you can't answer this huge greatsword. I am very
Like,
confused
just
by that.
ignoring team value, right?
Yeah. Now Eskel gets through a bit more uncontested. Sorry, Eskel. Eist gets even more value here potentially. Okay, maybe saying I need to lock the tier. Sorry, the oh gosh. Eist.
Ice? What does Ice do? Like, what does Ice do?
Like there's no discard
Like-
or anything. You
Does he have nut in the list? I don't see one.
no, there's no canoe. I don't think there's any way really to. Beagle killing
Like,
the symbiosis, use Treant, bring the Herald back. Probably just the Raider is the best play here. Yeah,
Yeah,
good shot.
Full service.
like, gifts still can win, but they lost like
Yeah,
15, maybe 10 points.
these answers were just not answering the right thing.
You are no lumen of mine.
Like, I could see just leaving Ice alone and taking a Naiad just for the value of it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but yeah, there's no reason to actually go for the lock, but just use it on the Eist. Like you'd have been better off locking this Raider even. Still though, you have decently big final plays with the Gord and Valve into Frogs.
oh yes, you are
So-
still winning.
So it's, yeah, I don't think it's going to be particularly close. This Greatsword plays for 24. And Greatsword is still 24 points.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be enough here.
I
I guess Vabion is also triggers. Like, Vabion triggers Barrel
Yeah.
twice, so does Greysword. I
Fabian-
really love saving Vabion because if he plays a flashing right now from far, Vabion will kill it. I guess it's like
Although I don't think it
1
makes a
point, but
difference because there isn't really. Well, unless it's fledgling into frogs, if that's what you're worried about. Wait.
Man, it's like just 1 point more, kinda, right?
Yeah. Wait, but why not just take the frogs this turn? You lose 2 points by not taking down the valve, right?
Did Frogs overswarm?
You just played it front row, right? I don't.
I guess.
Oh,
it
actually, oh
doesn't
no, you
matter.
wouldn't have had space for the gourd. Actually, yeah, I think you're right.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Just take Frogs here. So not playing Frogs was actually better.
Yeah, true.
Because the bluff of it. Yeah, right now it gets the same value. A perfect raw space. So this is just a
4
4-point game, and
Oh my lord.
he's sending mad because if he had a normal ending round one, he always wins.
Yeah,
Gift did not sequence perfectly, but they drew perfectly.
yeah.
Right.
Drew perfectly, and even, I mean, just on the mapping of your
technically-
answers, that was not going on the right things. Lost probably 15 points or whatever.
And like, Gift basically wasted 2 points by playing Moran on the Ranger of 2.
Yeah. Does still mean that Renova is now on match point. Yeah, Symbiosis is first. Now it's now up to Andy to reverse sweep. It's Renfrey. Imprisonment will now be all the cues for Renova. Andy gets to have blue coin now. Might see Syndicate coming again on blue. We also haven't seen the two Sontoy's Hospitality, the absolutely degenerate Rottosa list. I mean that I would imagine that prefers the red coin.
I mean, in tournaments, everything is halal. That's the reason. Like, if you play this on Nether, you are a monkey. In a tournament, it's honorable to do. Everything for the win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to go like for 2 minutes.
That's so good.
My height is required.
No problem. Not missing anything right now.
No, I have to like reach for something, basically, for my mother. Yeah,
So, Surprise, surprise, it is the Renfrey for an over. And it is the off the books common on this blue coin for Andy. One open sesame and one shady vendor for Andy, so that's slightly limited in terms of carryover that can develop. But that's open sesame with Tiger's Eye to immediately get this Flying Redanian out. It's always a bit sketchy using your Blightmakers with Flying Redanians floating around, because if, you know, both Blightmakers hit, then
remind me of the
very
fjords
on
back home.
back, but no second Blightmaker. Yeah. So Raiders coming down. Problem is they're only an 8 for 4. Their thinning is significantly worse than you know, like the equivalent Renfrey's gang or Blightmaker. The true equivalent would be the hunting play. 8. So Renova really not contesting hard here, taking this Illusionist, which is only a 4-point play. And he might not be getting pushed that deeply. But yeah, with no gain, with this hunting pack lacking an opposing North status, by awkward plays with the Nausicaa, Ramon, Slave Driver, Trisvilgor Forts, Leo Bonhart, there really isn't much playable here for Renova. This is about as good a time as any to play your guard out. Does end up boosting Bane, which player on Toll Punish technically. I kind of would like to keep just in case there was a second Blightmaker. Okay, early leader with Renova here. It does get the hunting back out and dealing with this opposing spender. This could just be time to just slam jam the Salamander Lackey. You might want to save it for a bit later. Now notably, this Renfrey list can struggle to get through the defender, the Scarabs, Andy. They will want to bleed out the Azar Jave. And with that in mind, you probably don't mind committing this Lackey in the round where you don't have that Azar Jave set up. Spender is back online, doesn't actually end up spending that same turn. Now the question is, are we going to see an additional leader? I wonder if Andy is expecting there to be access to the Arbor Armored Cavalry or not. Because, I mean, there is some value in using the leader to one turn combo with a hunting pack to get ahead, but that is a lot more expensive than just being a little bit slower at Arbor Armored. Oops, starting to whittle down. I'm really not sure what else you can get here. All these golds are nigh unplayable. And you could Roderick into Rune Mage. That is certainly playable. Problem is then you need to actually draw into the Renfrey naturally and you'll be given up. With that, a very easy round win for Syndicate, surprisingly so when this Nilfgaard typically bullies a lot from that red coin. There's the game. Mage Assassin back, but gain found. And with Nilfgaard losing the round 1, it does mean that this Nausicaa Sergeant is now online. Rune Mage drawn does mean that the only missing gold is that Renfrey, which is accessible to Roderick. Leo Bonhart actually being mulliganed. Let's see this block beam. So Andy going straight for the candle. Might even see Bank into Novigrad. Oh, it's okay. Early Azor. Okay. Leaves the Scarab at 2. Is Renova gonna take the YOLO Blightmaker? It's often sort of the next best play. You could also take Rune Mage and Pro for Boiling Oil. Okay, actually, Andy, and yeah, spends a little more. Plays around that potential Boiling Oil, potential Blightmaker. Probably a Rune Mage trying to find a Purify. Trying to find the Diviner. Only finds Visage on is great. I mean, maybe Spotter's semi-decent. But yeah, this lock, guard, etc. Not doing awful much. Dual guard come to 7. It's his leader. Now you'd definitely be expecting Andy to be going heavy this round with this as our sticking, and that's why we just see this Acrontia coming down. Brings back the Cobalt in the Flying Redanian. There is only that one open sesame at 6. Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm gonna act like I never left, so no one will judge me, so yeah. So what's interesting is, under things I win the long round anyway, so I don't need Arknot here, if he just passes here.
What is it you want?
And
This round too.
Yes.
I
So,
have scores to settle.
whenever I had the, like, option to just pass, there, right?
Andy's bleeding.
And he's bleeding, okay.
Yes.
Sorry, then yeah. And then, like, whenever is kinda in trouble.
Yes, you have damage by 6, and kindness does get rid of 1 scarab, but the other is still sitting pretty at 4 power. Can be killed with the Vilgefortz, and then Lox can start doing things. So Andy still has a little bit more time, more turns really, to have this Acrontia on.
Now, unfortunately, this will, like, we probably don't have time to play Span, right? So we just take the mage. Or try to roll a Spanda with Vandal.
Yeah, I don't.
Now we can just collect the candle and get King of Beggars. Oh, amazing, amazing.
Mine's a spender. Especially nice with this 2 coins in bank right now.
He actually buffs the spell up, which is interesting.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite correct, since you'd be expecting Vilgefortz to be the only answer for that.
I think I was probably guessing an Hero Expander, yes.
Yes. Yeah, the only other option was, I guess, Salamage or Clerics. That's really the best thing to pull out there.
Salamage is an engine to like on
Yeah,
the
so
Cleric
is
pass.
that true. The Shady Vendors would have been absolutely insane with double Salamage. Only the Cleric of Flame Rose would have been a bad summon. Here we see front row.
Swindle, I guess? Takes
Shakedown.
Shakedown. We actually had a Dwarf on board, so Swindle probably would have been better. Interesting.
Sesame is at 4 charges, not going to come out here, but I would be expecting one
Oh, it
Leo
will,
to be
it will,
committed
it
to
will.
get Acron
We have
Shield
3
back.
leaders, it will.
Oh yes, it will, sorry. Yes, should be going like basically all in on leaders I would expect here. Ooh, Jacques
my
found.
God.
That's juicy.
It's like even better because now we can trigger the ship one more time and we don't have to worry about King of Beggars.
Yep.
Just go. Oh my god, we have a mage on board.
All this Salamage value, this is so good. Look at all these points.
And like, sure, you can look it, enjoy
Yes,
yourself.
it's kind of done its job.
Then like, we still have a mage. We still have efficient spenders on the board. And we still have 2 leaders for this also with cards.
Yeah. So now you could even just
Like-
Novigrad for, sorry, bank for the Novigrad, use all those coins on these great spenders, and then sort of that carryover set up the additional values this round continues, or just
What
spend it.
I actually liked was just banking into another mage, but
Yeah,
because if you like force slave driver into a lock, then it's not a sergeant, right?
yeah.
Oh my god.
You can just pull a game.
How
I
many
mean, that's not
starting-
bad.
How many starting tags do we have?
I think it was 6. It has it says profit 6. There's 6 games.
We have everything, right? We have Tide Clock, we have
Yeah,
Castle,
Tide Clock is
we
a
have
Soul
Kata, we have
Raider.
Salamandra, we have Fire Sworn with Cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 6 actually.
Yeah, I think it's
Interesting.
everything. Yeah. There's an Oscar.
We have a Blind Eye with top 2, yeah, it's 6.
Yes, this just will be huge. Might be enough for Renova to catch up, but would take at least a couple
Oh.
cards with current board state.
Take the bank always,
Yeah.
but how many? We leader once. I guess we leader once.
Bank will let you find everything though, without leadering first. Okay, go for the horse and to minimize
if it-
this rent.
Take Novigrad.
Slow, ain't ya?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, killing units instead of getting points. Now, not taking Novigrad there, which basically meant this tour, which is correct. This tour.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, yeah, whilst this front row will still be able to be put up here by Renova, the units are just on average lower base power, so it means the Tris has less value. This is a pass because this brawler, this Eventide Plunder, not really pushing the envelope on this point difference.
But the funny thing is, you could have just taken Novigrad and passed, and this would have been 2-2.
Yeah.
Right? Or just like Novigrad and double leader.
Yeah. And the thing is now the only
Because
gold
we're gonna-
remaining is the Leo Bonheart anyways, which Toll Punish not really planning much taller. Yeah, it's, I mean, it doesn't even matter. Nice. Yeah, Renova's round 1 hand was basically entirely gold. Hit the round 1. The only missing golds were Rune Mage and the Renfrey, so it ended up passing at like 7 coins. Sorry, 7 cards in hand. Which just meant Andy just took the ball, ran with it, just had the Azar, the bow, had a few golds still in deck like that, Jacques, like that.
I mean,
Overgrad.
technically, Andy could have gotten King of Beggars from the
Yes,
first
that-
roll
Yeah, I
and
mean,
lost the game.
yes.
That was like Renova's on the win con. Like, I don't think she can do anything else in this matchup. Because if she like bleed, she has Tris, so she kinda has to go for 2-0. Because other than Tris, like, compared to the SI, she doesn't have any points. Even the
Yeah.
short round 3. And if she like tries to value it, she plays into Sasamis, Novigrad and Candle, so it's low-key impossible.
Renova still needs to get a win with that Renfrey. Andy now just needs to win with 2 decks. Slight problem, one of those is Skellige. This is Warriors.
Yeah. Like, the funny thing is, Renova can have, let's say, like all gold hands, and Nigantire and they can have like all bronze hands. It still doesn't matter because of Sasemi, Candle, Novigrad, and Leader.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this matchup is probably impossible to win if the Arachnodia doesn't play King of Beggars.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
technically, Andy would have missed the candle and then just lead the Scarabs.
Yeah.
It also
Yeah, having
works.
the candle, the Azar together is just. Now we have
Here we see a Warlord and a Beagle.
good start for Andy. And okay, I know I was roping on the Skellige struggling, but I think this is one of the better matchups for the Skellige.
Yes.
Hanging up against this Renfrey.
Ah, no, but unfortunately.
And this is a bit of a better hand here for Renova. Gets to play immediately with the Doppler.
And this Veil built in the doggers.
Yes, exactly. Doesn't even need to commit an early leader or anything of the sort. Looks like Andy probably gonna have to pass quite early here.
I assume we think the Rampage gain this round, that's why being a huge card. We can also fake Blackmaker. Because Gang is better with Triggers. Like, we have 3 unplayable cards round 1, which is really awkward. And it's not like he could have Mulligan something else.
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
She could have... Yeah, she. Okay, I'm not saying that's the right day, but I would have beagled it to Mage Assassin.
Just to get the extra carryover on the brand, because you're basically giving up in this round.
Yes.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Yeah, like that does make sense. But maybe then you're signaling too much to your opponent that they can kind of just play whatever to get out.
And this also plays on the slave filter, right? And you like actually have no value with Bloodthirst.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like you don't need to get the blood. Yeah, you'd only be losing 1 point. You know?
I
Is it?
love that Andy plays around the doggos
Yeah.
by not playing any.
Also, to be
And we see a
fair,
very valuable leader.
I think it makes more sense to put the Uncrate Warrior in the graveyard because it can combine with the Royal Clans to actually kill something and minimize the Trist value later on. And I think it's better to have that entering the graveyard sooner. And yeah, also does play around the Dogger as forces an early leader from Nova.
Now, this pass is weird because this Ram Figure deck actually benefits from a shorter Longon too.
Hmm.
But I guess he said I don't have reliable reach. And Runaway is famous for passing on 7 despite not being that favorable in the long runs, right?
And I think we don't want to repeat of what happened against Gift earlier in the series. We don't want
Yeah.
to.
They actually mulligan the tier. Oh my god. His best thing tier is not evolved, I don't care.
Hey, that's quite interesting because yeah, Blood Eagle is doomed here.
Boss doesn't like you.
Here's the game to start with. This could be the Drake one
Freya?
doomed to lead here.
Probably Freya.
Bow before modern
Freya's
Freya.
makes sense.
Because, yeah, you want to make things as awkward as possible.
Don't want to give an early lock.
And this has armor, right? Yeah.
Yep.
+1 is +1. Now we see the Trekmandu. Maybe even the Invader, no? Like, not the Invader. This also could have been the Raider.
Yeah.
But I guess Invader doesn't get doomed. So
Yeah, I think
better
it's
right
yeah,
now.
just trying to maximize. Like then you can war clans this round for more points, potentially, and then yeah, bring that back with yeah. That is if you don't want to bring back the Uncrate Warrior with war clans to kill off something. What is this Rune Mage
mean-
finding?
One thing is, why did we leader before Rune Mage?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess we go Practitioner, it might be doing something good, I don't know. Yeah.
It has a simulate, not that it matters very much. There's no sort of soldier for the slave driver to play. Also because online.
Maybe we can replay actually nothing. Because this case a base copy. So we cannot take this 8-point invader.
Yeah, no.
Walk away from this.
There's the Herald for the 4th increase in damage. All these raids are now +4 damage. Quite a big point gap though right now. But War Clans for 6, replaying an 8-point invader, that's 14 points. That's enough to catch up. And there is a
This
6-point
so-
unit to damage. So, yeah. I kinda
Yes, and without Rek Bandu there would be no invader in the graveyard.
yeah. So doubly so.
He's also thinking about maybe pickling into long swords, but grey swords, it's actually not enough.
I mean, you also want to save the Beagle to guarantee your tier access, I think. Also have the Vabion, you'd want to draw into your K-Troll. Also, I think you want to draw the Greatsword. Or will we be able to get the Bloodthirst developed in this round? Considering it'll be a bunch of Norsca's just got super tough.
I mean,
Finds the tier.
maybe?
They're on. Yeah, okay, Troll.
Wait, we are mulling the slave driver and keeping double lock?
Wait.
She really liked locking eyes.
Wait, was.
And
Yeah, I must be missing. Either we're
no,
missing
no, she
something or
wants to
she's
lock
missing.
eyes. No, she wants to lock eyes. She locked eyes with Colin to War, and so why not hold an Alpha, but I don't understand why we're locking eyes.
What did the last Mulligan find?
We'll build up Skellige with our bare hands.
Roderick.
Oh, okay. And Roderick is finding Rumble. So that was what, an invader going to graveyard to put another invader into the hand here. This is a 9 base power invader. You immediately get unlocked.
Technically, it was better to take small invader. But yeah, it's just 1 point difference.
Wait, what do you mean?
Taking the 8-point invader with tier was actually better, but it's just 1 point.
I think the tier put the 8-point invader into the graveyard, so that wasn't true.
Ah, yes. My bad. I was forget to put stuff in the
Here's the Roderick. Only choice is turn 1. And gonna be Norsca's starting to get spammed here. Doesn't protect the Norsca, interesting. That could backfire if, say, I mean, you just have, you know, Babylon into War Clans or Beagle into Hill here.
Yeah. And Eist wouldn't have killed it, right? So
Yeah, that
I guess
additional
it
armor
doesn't
would be
have a...
protected.
The only good mage.
Yeah, she actually doesn't have a save with it, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't find like sort of spawner based copy of an opposing unit. That could have been kind of interesting against some of these great swords or this tier. Does
It's
find
not actually
kind-
that good on Grace Swords. It's just a turn, right?
I mean, if you're able to combine with the Renfrey value, but those would all be being played back for it.
Yeah, Sandy's playing around it.
Yeah. And okay, this is play bronze, broke. Oh, this is probably just a slave driver coming in. Does ensure that you can play a Norscan slave driver all at once.
I might also be infantry depending.
And this not looking so hot though right now with a bunch of even powered units. Especially if you're just playing Norscas to start with, you'd rely on a slave driver to actually start getting the kindness value.
Yeah, one of the reasons this figure decks would go musicians is just to get lowest provision units. And play a slave driver with it.
Yeah, imagine playing 2 slave drivers all at once with the Renfrey.
No retreat. Not one step.
I actually plays as mana roll.
His eyes. Okay.
He's just playing around offensive at the moment. And we see a lock on Eist.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think the only thing is, as you said, the K-Troll synergy in theory. Maybe Renova trying to play around that, but yeah, K-Troll not being found.
I mean, we can ping the Roderick and he comes back, but yeah, that's
Yeah, so yeah, this invader is going to die to one of these Toll Punishers. Probably same happening for this Greatsword. Problem is the Vilgefortz is a 50-50 as to whether it pulls the Brockvar Warrior or a Greatsword. So, X.
we are actually killing stuff to play around kindness, which is really smart.
Yep. Also minimizing the Renfrey value. See that as the Warriors?
Yeah, this, I think you don't have many options with Triss defensively.
I think, yeah, it's probably just offensive Triss actually, which might make the choices on Toll Punishers a little bit more interesting.
And this Vilgefortz has a really high chance to play Grey Sword, so
Yeah.
there is that.
I wonder if Renova has sort of counted how many bronzes have been played, come out of the decks so far, been discarded, whatnot. Keep track of, yeah, how good is this Vilgefortz in reality?
Of course.
So we are forced to Triss here. On the Malorov, I assume.
Yeah, I think melee's... Yeah, melee is more.
So will it come to Grey Sword roll?
Is this Triss?
That's 11-point
I mean,
difference.
that would depend if we end up getting with a 3-point difference. If Renova is able to sort of get
we never
up
will
to
go force here.
3 points behind. Oh no, I mean, the Vilgefortz will effectively sort of play for... No, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Even
it?
even with double kindness, this Vilgefortz effectively only
It's the Yard's will, and that's how
plays
you'll
for
get
sort of
your
5
23, yeah.
harshness.
Yeah.
Quite the menial task.
I won.
Yeah, if we actually didn't lock Eist, we would have won.
Yeah, if something else was there. Yeah, just another slave driver, that would have been a win for Renova. Would have still been alive. But
I mean, in her defense, if she's a new player, she might not sure about what Ice does.
she's not new.
because it
She's been
shows
playing
that-
for years.
Ah,
I think maybe was worried about, say, the K Trolled Clash. As you said, putting something in Graveyard and then coming back, perhaps comboing with the
yeah,
Ice
but
that
in
way.
the first
But
game, Troll that was played around one.
But
I wonder what she
yes,
thinks.
I'm not
I
sure on
wonder
the
if there is
reasoning.
something I'm missing.
I don't quite.
So Warriors got through. The last deck is
Toussaint and Renfrey.
well, we actually see Tosan.
Yeah, it's a Nilfgaard mirror now. Well, not really mirror in terms of the actual decks, but both Nilfgaards for sure.
Interesting.
We're reverting to the coins they initially started on, and he will be back on blue coin, and Renova will have that red coin. Now, it can be a lot harder, I think, for this Toussaint to set up the carryover from this blue coin. You have a lot of slow plays if you're trying to play these teleportations. These are... I mix them up with the NRs. What are they called? The Siege... Master Siege Engineers?
Combat engineer?
Yes, Combat Engineer, not Siege.
Now, the thing is, if you queue blue coin with deck, you can just play 0 points card for 4 turns then. If you scare Rot Tosser, you can win the round anyway.
Yeah. And the thing is also with cows, if you fill up the enemy row, they all just die.
I mean, the slave infantry is an insane counter, so we have
Yes,
to watch out for that.
there's that.
It not only plays for 9, but also not only plays for 10, but also denies their poison.
Yeah. And for me, like if I was playing, like I would not want to play against this Toussaint deck, because this is the kind of deck which you're probably not nearly as practiced against.
Yes.
So there's those little things like the save drive, which maybe you're not familiar with if this is one of your first time sort of encountering this matchup, or maybe your first time playing against it with this Renfrey list.
And the other weird thing is, you can play 7 Winter 4 times, despite having 1 in the deck. Because that's how Nilfgaard operates.
Are there any spine units? I guess, okay, there's the Roderick to kind of work with the Mangonel, but I mean, Mangonel kind of just has enough value just to damage you.
Did we cut Fakat?
Fair
I'm not
cards.
saying cut, but... Okay, some people play Fakat just to give spying in this list. But it can like break your neck so much that it's usually not worth it.
And it's taking a little bit of time before going into the final game. I would also want to maybe take a couple minutes to kind of just reset, refresh, particularly if you're excited for Nova. Although we go
Yeah, I
into it
can.
straight away here.
I can cover up for you if you...
Oh no, I'm saying as a player.
Ah,
Because like if
we
you,
actually didn't...
because when you're in the midst of getting reverse swept, you don't want to let that get to your head.
I cannot abide.
Especially like with that last game being so close, like a 1-point loss. You don't want to have that weighing on you going into this game 5. Double
And what
Mage
is
is
interesting is Renova is playing Siri with all Nilfgaardian cosmetics, so she's a woman of culture.
Yeah, I love doing that one as well.
I mean, Vanilla Siri is my favorite, but I used to not play it because it screams me. It's like iconic.
Yeah.
But now the names are visible, so I just play Vanilla Siri.
So, surprise, surprise, combat engineer to start with. Now, this hand is kind of sketchy for Renova. There is no Blight Makers, and even a Bricked Mage Assassin, but no Blight Maker. Actually had both of them in the Mulligan phase. That remedy could have been nice in a different time. Guess you just go for it.
The weird thing is, what do you put on bottom with Skull?
Tremble before the light of the great
Mangonel?
sun.
That Mangonel is like a 15-point card.
Yeah.
This is what I anticipated. And you just take Asir, and 4 more Mata can play second necker.
And the nice thing is, you're playing Term against a Renfree deck. There's absolutely no downside. Term is just tutor a special card, don't need to worry about your opponent replaying it.
Yes. Might be even better than that, if you like Rokolok. Tom into Decree, into Asir.
Looks like. This might just put the Golden Echo back in hand. Wondered you can't afford to replay the Golden Echo this round, this game.
I love how Golden Echo been 10 provision, now guarantees Mata.
Yeah. Yeah, it means that you can afford to sort of drop that term a little bit earlier here.
Like, if it used to be turn off Necker, it would have like contested the defender. Okay, what do we put on bottom? Maybe even Necro. Yeah, Necro for
is
Necker. Makes perfect sense. Right?
Yeah, that's the only special remaining, because that is good, because now your draws aren't really blocked. Your only remaining brick is that Petri's Filter. You can afford to draw the Golden Echo and just matter who.
This is gonna be hard, but we gotta cut the engineers. Actually, we can just calculate from Mangonel. The Rotos has 4 charges. Oh, we yoke the Wind Mage. Really interesting. I guess none of these ranges are soldiers, so there's nothing to yoke. Is there anything the Vega Force in this matchup? I feel like just wasting Vega Force trying to reveal like a sergeant is not a bad option.
Yeah, that might be worthwhile.
You will never forget.
You can Okay, that's
Now,
cute.
That's interesting, but I think Andy forgot about that. I think he didn't want a Wind Mage, but maybe he did. Still interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, now Rottosser is Rottosser. But we committed the slave infantry for nothing, which... and we don't have a slave driver. Why are there so many slaves in Grimcraft?
Yeah, Slave Infantry would have been so good, saving that for the Rotos.
Now, this Rottosser will actually win the round.
Yeah,
Committed.
and yeah, Renova's hand is quickly becoming like not really able. But...
Takes the Wind Mage. Combat Engineer!
Holy cow, that's insane.
Not too shabby. Shabby at all.
And it's just build difference.
Yeah.
He sees line that we cannot mortal humans see.
This is why you take the Envo into the mat, into the Rune Mage Engineer. You just gotta believe.
Yes, it was... Oh my god.
And this lock is not doing very much. That lock could have been so good on a hefty Helg later on, but that is both cavalries played from hand. The only locks remaining are the ones from leader now for Renault.
I mean, what I don't like is now Raptosser actually gets less value, kinda.
Yeah.
But I guess you can just hold it and combat with Mangonel. Because Corsa has Spying and Mangonel has 6 charges. So you can delay 10 damage with Corsa if you really want.
Yeah. You can't hold either because of this imprisonment leader, so.
Yes. So will we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 6? So we can poison 3 units, but that might not even win the round.
No, might not be enough
If
now
we
with
used
this
it
extra space in the front row.
Previous, yeah. If we use the previous turn, we could have poisoned 4 units, right? 1, 2, 3. No, it's this poison 3 maybe? Or 4. 1, 2, 3. 3.
You
So
would
it
have
doesn't
had
matter.
4 cows, which can kill 3 units.
Yes. I mean, sure, there is a lock.
There could be a world in which you try to ensure that you only have this Rot Tosser as your card remaining in deck, your bronze remaining in deck. Because then when a Vilgeforce is used on the defender, it will just pull out the Rot Tosser. Okay, actually no, the leader would still be viable as a follow-up in that situation.
Yes, now this hand is absolutely terrible for Andy.
Yeah.
Just because no Petri. And like, how orders and cooldowns work, if you purify this, you still have to wait. Like, what is... Like, one of the weirdest things about this deck is Mangona is actually better than Alga.
Yeah, it has Zeal. Helga's better if it actually sticks, but I
And not
don't
really
expect
because you don't have tactics anyway, right?
yeah.
So I think... yeah, purifying the Alga is the best play. Wait, it works? Ah, yeah, it works,
Yeah.
sure.
Well, it definitely looks like it does. It just reads it cannot be used on the same turn the card appears on the battlefield, so without order text doesn't, I guess, change with the lock.
But I thought if like an order card gets locked, then gets purified, you can't click it?
I think that's to do with the cooldown resolving, it's a little bit different. I think Zeal is a bit different
yes,
to the way
yes.
cooldown work. Although we actually see
Yeah.
the second leader being used to kill off the Hell, which I don't think really achieved much in itself. It does let you play the Ren free now, but I don't know if that was worthwhile. Glynis might just eat leader. There's no rush.
I mean, this is definitely not a tour, but it's gonna be weird.
Yeah. Golden Echo in the short round could be a bit.
Now we Brick Mangonal casual playing for. Yes.
This is huge. Slave driver value.
Reality is that which, though you believe
And this Mangonel coming down with 6 charges as 8 total pings.
We go Artorias into Rotasser and put the Rotasser Melarov. I guess it doesn't matter, it's still 8 damage.
I mean, but now there's maybe an option to go for offensive Triss onto the back row.
Yeah, that's like the problem, right?
Yeah. That's not the
No?
choice taken. Rotosa might just be killed off by the... No, it's just left alone.
I mean, the thing about this Rotasser is it triggers twice assimilate and gives more damage to the Mangonas, right?
Yeah. But yeah, even though it's only 1 charge, it's still triggering all...
Like-
yeah. 2... Oh, there's assimilate on the Cubbear, assimilate on the Beagle, and double assimilate on the Glynis. So that's,
Exactly.
yeah, 4 points.
And like, that's an interesting position. You could also like use it to hit transfer. And we play into Leo. Gotcha.
Yeah, that seems...
And Vilgeforce is still in deck too.
let's
I guess. Yeah,
It's 2-0. That's it.
it's too. Because we like played into Leo, right?
Yeah, I think...
And the thing is, if card actually does have anything left, like even a not optimal Necker would win in your Raptor.
Yeah, you just
Maybe toss
needed
up.
Necker, just the points would have been enough.
Exactly.
And yeah, because there was I mean, the only thing really left for the Renfrey is what, like, maybe not score the 4 damage, light maker. But yeah, not very much.
I mean,
doesn't matter.
You could also have put it. But then we don't get the poison value, kind of. Like, we could have hit it Renfrey and Ramon instead of those cards, right?
Could have. Wait, say that again?
Like, if we position the card different, we could have more Magana Volley, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think the
that
cows could have gone, like. You could have, say, killed the slave driver there and gotten more points.
And, like, leading is technically just +3 there.